Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our friends. The Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. Search for them on Facebook. Central Minnesota Pond Racing, some of the best vintage snowmobile racing in the Midwest. Crane's Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. The Vintage Snowmobile Club of America Quarterly Magazine. The New Hampshire Snowmobile Museum at Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown, New Hampshire. The Benedim YouTube channel, some of the best vintage snowmobile videos on YouTube. Ben's Vintage Mini Bike Podcast, the second Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Muscle Car Show and Tell Podcast, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Second Chance Upholstery and Automotive, custom snowmobile and automotive upholstery in Derby, Vermont. I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Lastly, if you decide to advertise with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of vintage snowmobile entertainment on tap for you tonight, including a look at the brand new Arctic Cat retro-styled EXT and Kitty Cat a little later in the podcast. I know there are a lot of people on here looking forward to that, and we will deliver in just a little while. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave me a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time joining us on the podcast, I hope you have a good time with us, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. To our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, pardon me, you are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. Also, I was mentioning earlier, you see that modern EXT on the screen. I have to give a big shout out and a thank you to our friends at Buffalo Mountain Power Sports in Hardwick, Vermont. They opened the doors wide for us and made it possible for us to do some really awesome video with them, and we'll be looking at that in about 25 to 30 minutes time. So do look forward to that. Meanwhile, pardon me, if my throat holds up, we're going to take a look at some comments here. Got a lot of friends weighing in. Our good friend Armand Butel from Pittsburgh, New Hampshire, saying good evening to Mike and crew. Pittsburgh, New Hampshire is about snowed in and slowly disappearing. Happy holidays, and to you as well. Also, our good friend Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers. He says, good evening, loud and clear in snowy Carterville, New York. Looking forward to another fun-filled episode. Nice to see there's a lot of snow right now in the snow belt. Also, we've got to give a shout out to Ben. He and Rob and I together do the Vintage Mini Bike Podcast, the second Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. So if you like those old vintage mini bikes from the 60s and 70s, you do not want to miss that. And we air that right here where you're viewing this. Also, our good friend at Chroma Testing is saying hello. Hello back. Nice to see you. And Merry Christmas, by the way. Mike Whiteside, our good friend and regular viewer, says, good evening, everyone, from Hank the Wonder Lab and I. And yes, we've seen pictures of Hank the Wonder Lab. That's awesome. Our good friend John Spranger Jr. here from the very beginning of the podcast says good evening from Elon, Wisconsin. He says they have snow in Wisconsin as well. Outstanding. We've got a snow-covered snow belt right now. That is great news. Jim Holbrook, our good friend from Thetford Center, Vermont, says we're coming in loud and clear. Glad to hear it. Our good friend Brian Van Haverbeek is here. He's a kitty cat guy, and we're going to be delivering some kitty cat goods for him tonight. So don't go anywhere, Brian. We've got a show for you. He says, good evening, guys. Looking forward to tonight's podcast. As always, appreciate that. Stacie and Art Fosler, they've been viewers from the very beginning. We appreciate that. Saying hello from Plattkill, New York. Regular viewers, great to see you. The wife of Bob Eastman, Carolyn Eastman is here tonight saying, good evening. Great to see you. Glad you're joining us. In fact, this hat is a gift from you. And I thank you so much for that. And I'm wearing it tonight because we're doing a really, we're doing not all Art to Cat tonight, but serious. This is a serious Art to Cat evening. Tim Bewick is here saying, coming in clear from Marlborough, New York. Great to see you. KPC 40 is here, loud and clear, Sudbury, Ontario. Nice to see you. Ivan Mayo is here, loud and clear, Sudbury, Ontario. Regular viewer, outstanding. Bradley Welch is here, first-time viewer from Port Severn, Ontario. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate that. Hope you have a good time with us, and hope you'll join us here every Thursday night. Jessica Page is here saying hello. Nice to see you. Also, Tim Bewick is saying hello from Marlborough, New York, coming in clear. Outstanding. Just a couple more here, and we'll bring our friends on and get the party started. Pitt Grunt is here saying, sounding great. We ride. Outstanding. Charles Lane says 14 inches on the ground, Lakeville, Minnesota. Look forward to your show tonight. Thank you so much for what you do, loud and clear. Outstanding. That's great news. We're getting some snow this year. And also our dear friend Carolyn Eastman is saying, go, Cat, go. And she gave me this hat. She's a Polaris person, but that just shows you that the love runs deep across all the brands. Because as much as I'm a Cat guy, I have love for all the brands, especially Polaris. But Cat is my brand. We all have a brand. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's bring our friends on, and we will, as promised, get this party started. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Great.
Doing good, Mike.
Good. Good to see you. And
I do have extra cough candies if you want some.
Yes, please push it through the screen. Yes, I may need it. So yeah, how are we doing? What's the latest for each of you as far as snow conditions and anything else that you want to share?
Our snow conditions are really improving. We got less snows. They got the trails all groomed. They're asking to still stay off, but I think this weekend some of our local private trails are all going to be open, and the lakes are safe this year, which is a bonus.
Nice.
Central Wisconsin, we have about, I'd guess, 8 to 10 inches on the ground. Just waiting for December 15th to come and go so that we can open up the trails.
Nice. Yeah, similar here, about 8 to 10 inches. The lakes are froze. We're having some cold nights, so I think I haven't been out on the ice, but hopefully it's getting nice and thick for the riders, and I think our trails are opening up here right off. I don't know the exact date, but and other comments come in. Here we go. Midnatt Rider says, great to see you again, Mike. I toured the Art to Cat plant in Thief River Falls, Minnesota this summer. He has seen the new EXT and the retro Kitty Cat being built. Outstanding. And we're going to be taking a close look at that tonight. And Midnatt Rider has sent me some video clips. We're going to be looking at those later tonight as well. Steve Woodward says, good evening from Rochester, New York. Outstanding. All right. So the reason we've called you all here tonight is our good friend Mike Kohn is here. He publishes the VSCA Quarterly Magazine, which is the standard for us vintage snowmobile enthusiasts. And he's got updates for us. And let me put you full screen, Mike, and the show is yours here for the next few minutes.
Well, great. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me on the show again. Viewers who were here a few weeks ago, I probably heard me talking about taking the reins from Mike Maher, who ran the magazine for about 20 years. That's been going real well so far. We have our first issue out that I've put together, and now we're shipping them in this plastic bag, which, well, my background's kind of screwing this up, but you can kind of see it comes in a plastic bag now, so it's protected from the weather and from, I guess, postmen with big heavy hands or things like that, which is kind of nice. And so I have one issue under the belt and working on the next one now. But we've had a few important things that I wanted to bring to people's attention. One, due to technical reasons that I am not going to go into here because we don't have the time, we've had to change our website URL, our address. www.vsca.com has been the address since we started with a website way back in the early 90s. It will still work and forward to the new website, but only until probably about June. The new address that you want to go to is www.vintagesnowmobilemagazine.com. That's kind of a mouthful, and you can abbreviate it to www.vsca.com. VSCAmagazine.com, which will also get you there. So that's an important update to know. And thanks, Mike, for showing that on the screen. We have the abbreviated one here, VSCAmagazine.com, but VintageSnowmobileMagazine.com will get you there. The other big important update is that our Facebook presence is changing. We had a page beforehand, and pages, when they first came out on Facebook, were kind of generic. They didn't really apply to a business per se. They made changes with the page that makes it not very friendly for an organization where we want to have people participate and post pictures and things themselves, our subscribers and stuff. So I've started a Facebook group, and eventually the Facebook page will be phased out, and the group is basically just the name of the page, but reversed. The page is named VSCA-Vintage Snowmobile Magazine. The group is Vintage Snowmobile Magazine-VSCA. I have some pointer or some posts on the old page directing people to the new one. But the nice thing about the new one is, although every post I have to personally review just to make sure to keep the spammers out, you'll be able to post your pictures from shows, your questions to other subscribers. It's going to be much more open and available to people to participate, which I think is important. So that's a big change. And with the magazine, we in this very first issue, since I took the reins, we brought back one old feature, and we're going to bring back another one in the next one. The first one is a column called Dr. Vice Grips that was in the magazine in the 1990s. And it was kind of a humorous but helpful sort of a, Dear Abby for vintage snowmobilers. You could say, I'm having this problem, or where can I find this? Or how do I rebuild a Tillotson? Or, how do I get rust out of a gas tank? Or things like that. And our good friend Dr. Vice Grips will kind of give you a good advice with a little humor mixed in with it. The other feature we're bringing back in the next issue is Reader Rides. We've had great coverage of shows, tons of pictures of sleds, but we kind of got away from the kind of scenario where a person could just mail in or email or whatever a picture of their favorite ride or a snowmobile they're working on or something they're really proud of. And these are just kind of like one-offs. All we ask is that you put your name, your full name in, and where you're from, and the full year, make, model of the machine, and a sentence or two of what is interesting about it or why you're sending it in. Excuse me. And then that will be included in a feature in our next and all our upcoming issues. So getting back a little bit more to getting more of participation, people being able to just, not necessarily have to write an article, but just send in a picture or send in a question to Dr. Vice Grips and ask him, how do I do this? Or get some advice, because if he doesn't know, he knows where to find answers. So that's a nice feature that we are bringing back. I have a lot of plans in the future for the growth of the magazine. And another one of those things is to start to encompass more of the 80s and 90s sleds into the publication. We haven't really done a lot of that in the past, but this whole hobby is based on nostalgia as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's all about what we remember when we were younger or kids. And, when I was like 8 or 9, I had a stack of snow goers and snow sports and all these other old early 70s, late 60s magazines in my room. And I just pour through them, looking at all the different brands. And that's the kind of thing that kind of grabbed me and brought me into vintage snowmobiling, 30 or so years ago. It's nostalgia. And the thing is that, we have people who grew up on 90s sleds and people who grew up on 80s sleds. And those people, they want a place, they have a voice too, and they want a place to go and do this very same things that some of us older fellows have been doing for years. So we're going to be not turning our back on the earlier stuff, but just bringing more into the magazine, casting a wider net, I guess you'd say. So those are some of the things we have up and coming. Is there, how am I doing on time, Mike?
Yeah, we've got another minute or two left, and I know that we've got a comment that's come in. Mike Whiteside is dying to know who won the hoodie.
Oh, well, we haven't had the contest yet.
Okay. Well, there's still time.
Yes, until the end. Thank you for bringing that up, Mike. We have a subscription drive going, and we have a rate increase coming in January. We're going from $22.50 to $30, and in order, kind of driving the last month here or last weeks of the drive, you're automatically entered to win a hoodie, and we're giving 3 of them away. The drawing will be January 1st, and what will happen is if you're one of the 3 winners, we'll contact you, get your size, and it will be drop shipped to your door in about a week and a half. I'm wearing one of them right now. It's a great hoodie. I'm real happy with the quality and stuff. I mean, I can't really show you a little bit here, I guess. See, you can see it says Vintage Snowmobile. If I can do that, I don't know. There, yeah, you can kind of see it. So, and so if you subscribe before the end of this month, you get it in on the good rate, and you get entered in the drawing. So that's the deal on that.
Nice. Now, Rob, did you have any comments, questions about what we've been just listening to here?
In your magazine, is there going to be a buy and sell section at the back? Anybody's got an old machine, they can post it?
I'm sorry, one more time?
In your magazine, in the back, is there going to be a buy and sell section? Somebody can advertise an old snowmobile they're selling?
We had that since the magazine's start, and we just dropped it as of this last issue. The reason for it is that even at its best, it was imperfect. I mean, back in the days when there was no internet, even then it was imperfect because the magazine doesn't arrive at everyone's homes on the same day. They can be a couple weeks apart. So if you run an ad and say, you're selling this rare, whatever, say you're selling a Speedway 650 for $500 or something crazy, and everybody jumps in and wants to buy that, well, chances are when you call the guy, he's not going to have it anymore. It's just not a very fair way to go, even on its best. Well, then, the internet came along, and first forums were the rage. So people were buying and selling things on forums like vintagesleds.com. Well, then Craigslist kind of took over, and everybody was on Craigslist. Well, now Craigslist is kind of a wasteland of spam, and there's not much there anymore. Everybody's on Marketplace on Facebook, or they're on specific groups to the brands, because there's like a ski rule group, there's a moto ski group, there's even a snow prints group, a Northway group, and that's where each brand kind of sells and buys parts. So with all that going on, we had like no traffic, next to no traffic. We had the same old ads every month, and it was just kind of taking up space that we could use for something else. And we decided just to pull the plug on the classifieds.
Sure, good
just
question.
For curiosity, you got a price for US, a price for Canada, a price for international. I live in Canada. I think that's international. But where else international do you send the magazine to? What other countries are?
We have a subscriber in Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
One.
Yeah.
At the moment.
That's awesome. Very cool. Well, cool. So let's switch gears. Let me pull the menu up here. And also, as a reminder, a little bit later in the podcast, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new retro-styled Arctic Cat, EXT, and Kitty Cat. So if you like those, curious about those, do not go anywhere. In about 15 minutes, we'll be looking at that. We want to give a big thank you to our friends at Buffalo Mountain Power Sports in Hardwick, Vermont. They welcomed us with open arms and helped us do some video clips on that, and they came out really nice. So I'm looking forward to showing that to you in just a little while. In the meantime, though, we're on item number 2. We've got a video clip from our viewer, our regular viewer and friend, Midnatt Rider, and he was at a Vintage Snowmobile Show recently. And let me remove this graphic here. I'll cue up the video. And this just takes a moment here. Okay, so this is at the Vintage in the Valley Vintage Snowmobile Show, Twin Valley, Minnesota, on November 22nd. So this is just a couple of weeks ago. Let's take a look here, and we thank him for giving this footage. Also, there's no audio for this, so if you guys want to react to what we're looking at here, feel free to comment.
You want me to sing?
That's a neat old Viking vigilante there.
And what were you saying, Rob?
You want me to sing?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Where did you say this show was, Mike?
Minnesota, Twin Valley, Minnesota, just a few weeks ago, November 22nd. Nice Ski-Doo Citation there and a Polaris behind it, TX, possibly a TXL and maybe a Centurion behind that.
Yep.
A lot of Vikings.
Yeah. Now, were those made in Minnesota? Is that why that's the case?
Yeah. They started their first year in Ashland, Wisconsin, and then they moved to Minnesota.
Yeah, cool. I've got some Ski Whizzes
What
there.
is that? Is that a purple thing? Is that a Galaxy? Right behind the Ski Whiz.
Oh, behind the Ski Whiz. I am not sure.
Yeah, I think it is. Those are pretty rare.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen one in person.
I don't think I have either, for that matter. But yeah, special thank you to our good friend Midnatt Rider. I think he's on here tonight. Thank him for this footage. He sent us some footage from another show just this past weekend too, and we're going to be looking at that a little later in the podcast. And as I promised earlier, we're going to be looking at the new retro-styled Arctic Cat, EXT, and Kitty Cat in just a few minutes. But we wanted to give Rob a chance to talk to us about AMSOIL. And Rob, if you're ready, we're going to put you full screen.
Hey, before we start, I got to say happy birthday to Mitch's wife. Mitch is one of our partners here, and family always comes first. So glad you're taking her out for a good meal tonight, Mitch.
Absolutely. Happy birthday to Glinda. Thank you for remembering that, because I wanted to say that. But go ahead,
Okay,
Rob.
we talked a lot of times about the AMSOIL Interceptor oil. That's what main people use for trail riding and stuff like that. People with the older machines or hot rods want more protection. We have our Dominator racing oil. You mix it at 50-1. A lot of my vintage people, they're running the original 1972, the AMSOIL 100-1. At 100-1, it gives you twice the protection than what still does at 32-1. So if you want an oil that's going to make your equipment last longer, perform better, and just outperform the petroleum oils out there in the market, we have a product available for you. Now, Mike's been promoting a lot of times about our AMSOIL magazines. If you click on the Mike's site, we'll send you one of these magazines free. And right in the magazine, we have all the different oils in there. And we even tell you what the retail price, and if you become a preferred customer for $10, you can buy it directly from AMSOIL and save $50 on a case. So if you want to know more about how to buy the AMSOIL, how to get the link, and become a preferred customer. Now, they do promotions all the time, and I lost it, Mike. Oh, there it is. And if you buy so much every month, you buy $100 worth to get free shipping. But this month, if you buy $100, they're going to send you one of these Lego put-together toys. It's 192 pieces. I don't know how it says 6 years old up above. I think 192 is too many pieces for me to put together. But
So is that like a Lego set? Is that what
yeah,
that
it's
is?
a Lego set. Yeah, kind of like a replica of one of the trucks AMSOIL has that won the Baja 500 this year. Yeah,
That's amazing. But please
they
continue.
had that one and another one in the Ford class. So if you order $100 worth from AMSOIL, sign up as a preferred customer, you can save $50 on it, the order, and they'll send that to you free. So for more information about the AMSOIL thing, click right on their website. Hey, earlier, Mike, you had two people to say hello from Canada, Sault Ste. Marie. If you guys are out this weekend at Madawaska Bridge, do a video of us. I'd like to see the snowmobiles going across that 1.5 mile long bridge.
Yes, for sure. If anyone's going to that this weekend, please try to get some video footage or photos for us. We would love to see that.
It's on my bucket list.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's on my bucket list to do something.
Yes, that sounds amazing. And if you happen to do that, be sure to hold your camera horizontal like this for a wide shot. It's very difficult to work with vertical footage. So we thank you in advance if you can do that. But cool. So let me switch screens here. And we are at the moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I had some announcements, a couple of quick announcements, and then we will get right to these modern cats. There's an awesome Vintage Snowmobile Show coming up Saturday, January 24th. And that is, I'm looking for where that location is.
I think it's Bloomer, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think it is in Wisconsin. Where the heck?
Yeah. Up in Bloomer, which is north of Eau Claire, about an hour.
Bloomberg. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you.
Yep.
And also, I got a cool email just the other day from Daryl Newman. He sent me some images and he asks, what year is this Arctic And I'm going to show you some better shots in a minute. He was told it's a 73, but he thinks it looks older. I took a look at the images. I'm thinking 70 or 71, but 71. I'm not sure.
I'm thinking 71.
Let's take a closer look. And if anyone knows definitively what year this Panther is, Daryl would love to know that.
I'm pretty sure that's what you'd call the axial flow hood.
Yep.
And that's a 71. I can tell by the seat in the hood. 70 would have had a yellow leopard yet.
What's the numbers on the side of the hood for the motor size?
I think it says 440, doesn't it?
I can't read it.
Yes, it looks like a 440. I got my face on the screen here. Yes, a 440. Oh, here we go. We've got some comments coming in. Ivan Mayo believes that's a 71. So, yeah, I think most of us believe that's a 71. Hopefully that's helpful information to Ivan.
Hopefully Ivan can send more pictures in as he's renovating it.
Yes, in fact, he's just about to buy that. And, yeah, definitely. And if Daryl, if you buy that sled, please take pictures and video of your renovation and everything you're doing with that. We'd love to share that on the podcast, something we can all enjoy. And again, yeah, we thank you so much for that. So, without further ado, I'm trying to find the right graphic here. The moment we've all been waiting for is a look at this new retro-styled Arctic Cat EXT. I've also got a video clip of the Kitty Cat. We're going to look at it a little later. But let me take this off the screen. Without further ado, no more suspense or anything like this. We're going to take a look at this new EXT. I don't know about you, how you're going to feel, but I was thoroughly impressed. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Doug. I'm with Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, and today we're here to talk about the EXT Special. So this machine comes with the Arctic Cat 858 twin-cylinder, two-stroke, lay-down engine, making around 165 to 170 horsepower, depending on the day. Full EFI with an exhaust valve that has 250 degrees more range than the previous engine. It's very tuned for down low speed and really fast on the top end. This machine comes equipped with a lot of accessories from the factory. We get the G8 gauge, which does full GPS. We have CNA skis with dually carbides. We have an Attack Fox shock, which is Arctic Cat's version of the IQS. So it's a soft, medium, and firm setting, all chain shock anymore. That does front ski shocks and the rear skid shock. We have tunnel flares from the factory. We have a big height windshield. We have ice scratchers. And we have an 1.25 inch ice gripper track. So no need to stud the track. All the body paneling is designed to be a quick release and completely toolless to come apart. Underneath the left side, traditionally, we have our clutching. We have a full adapt clutch system that Arctic Cat has come out with 4 years ago. It's had a couple of changes throughout the years, one of which is we have a steel spider on the primary clutch for added weight and durability. Under the right side panel, we have the Arctic Cat belt drive system that is standard on all Catalyst platform models. As stated before, completely toolless to get in.
Joel.
And here's where everybody's questioning. We have a fully electronic power steering on a two-stroke model. First of its kind. In here you can see the laydown engine. You can see we have a push-pull design for the power valve. And the reason we call this a laydown engine is the cylinders are tipped backwards with the intake and the exhaust coming out of the same side of the motor. This engine is still batteryless EFI, so all of the running capabilities of this engine are done out of the stator rather than the battery. The power steering unit is designed to be very effective at down low speeds where there's a lot of torque needed at the handlebars and virtually goes away at full trail speeds.
Now, do they have to do anything different down here to account for the power steering up above, or is it all up here?
No, it's all programmed within the box. So when we're in really tight, hard pack conditions and the skis are having a hard time breaking free, it senses how much torque is at the skis compared to the torque at the handlebars, uses its RPM and speed, and calculates how much power steering to apply.
Wow.
It's almost like a 3D EFI map for power steering.
So is that going to help someone when you're going down the trail and you're getting caught in other people's...
It will eliminate some of the darting,
Sure.
but not all of it. The reason that they've added the CNA skis with the dually carbides is to help with that. And because that's going to add so much steering effort at the skis, the power steering box takes care of it.
Nice.
So it's going to steer like any other sled, nice and easy.
That's amazing. We've come a long way, that's for sure.
It absolutely has.
And then if you could speak to the retro styling that they've done.
Absolutely. They've gone with the color scheme from the 71, matched it very closely to the original EXT Special. It did not match the 70s when they first came out through the race department, but when it came for production in 71, they did a very good job of styling it back to it. If you look at a lot of the decaling work from 71, you'll find a lot of that incorporated on this machine.
Excellent. Well, cool. I appreciate that. Anything we missed? Or?
It does come with the attached system from Arctic Cat.
Oh, yes, yes.
So that's going to be these right here. And what's great about them is they just flip open, and any accessory that's designed for it can go on with ease.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Wow.
We're done. And if anybody's worried about theft, they are lockable. So every bag, every accessory that comes with it will come with a key to lock it to your snowmobile. Comes off just as easy.
Nice.
2, 3.
And do they have...
fastest accessory in the snowmobile industry right now.
That is really impressive. Do they have fuel cans and other kind of things you can put on there?
No fuel caddies yet.
Okay.
They are in the works. They are coming, I promise everybody.
Sure.
They do have them in the works. But they have everything from, what we call the wedge bag to a square bag to a double mountain pack, something skinny, something that will take hold a shovel.
Yeah.
They have regular racks. They have bags that you can double stack. You can get them in a hard case, a semi-hard case. They have tons and tons of accessories for this particular system.
Excellent. For just about every application you can think of, they've got an accessory for it.
Absolutely. And for anybody who doesn't want to get into the Catalyst platform yet and has a Pro Cross, they do make these attachment points for the Pro Cross, and you can retro the attached system to those.
Yeah. So thank you so much to our friends over at Buffalo Mountain Power Sports in Hardwick, Vermont, for giving us an up-close personal view at that new retro-styled Arctic Cat EXT. Gentlemen, reactions to that?
I found it pretty darn impressive, and really the graphic design, it's the throwback look is stunning. And I always thought the cats looked best when they had a black primary color with some sort of accent, whether it was orange or green or purple. And this, I'd like to see a whole lineup like this. I mean, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks really cool. It has that nod to this long and rich past of Arctic Cat, but it's squarely right here in 2026. It's cool. It's really nice.
For sure. Well, cool. And Rob?
Pretty impressive machine, especially for a company that we didn't think would be around still. Man, they did a good job on that. I'd like to see who makes their motors for them for the 2-cycle. I don't think it'd be Yamaha, but
I
they
think
only did the 4-strokes.
Cat makes it in-house. I'm pretty sure they make it in-house, the 2-strokes.
Pretty impressive.
Yes. Yeah, and you're right. I find that this retro styling to me is cathartic. I was there in the early 70s. We were a cat family. We rode cats. To me, when I see that, it takes me right back. It's cathartic. And it's the best of both worlds, a modern sled, but all the retro cues that we know and love. And if I were in the market for a new sled, I would be all over that. And you're right. I would love to see each sled in the lineups to have that as a graphics package, as an option. And it's funny, the Doug that I was talking to there, he was saying someone who was in here maybe younger than us. He wasn't there in the early 70s. He was talking about, well, can I get a wrap on this? And Doug is saying, no, you don't put a wrap on this. You know, and it's true. And that's the thing. The owner of the dealership, Sue, she was saying, if you were there, you know, and if you weren't there, it doesn't mean anything to you. But I'll tell you, for those of us who were there, to me, I find it cathartic. But anything to add to this, or?
Well, I don't think. I mean, I would think even younger people who aren't familiar with the original, the 70s graphics, would find this cool as heck. I mean, it's just a sharp looking machine.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Even without, if you don't have the personal history, it's just nicely styled. Even
back in the 70s, people buy a Panther and they'd go out and get a orange metal flake hood for it, which is basically the archaic version of a wrap, so to each his own, I guess.
Yes. And then just behind it, you see there the Kitty Cat. They've got the modern version of the Kitty Cat. We're going to be taking a look at that in a not too distant future. And this is perfect timing. Our good friend Brian Van Haverbeek, he's a Kitty Cat collector, and I'm sure is very eager to take a look at this modern Kitty Cat. He says this is totally awesome. He likes what we're looking at here. So let me pull this away. We're going to look at a couple of video clips, and then we're going to go back to the Kitty Cat. Let me see where we are here. I apologize. I'm trying to find my place. Okay, next up, we've got a video clip from our good friends and viewers of this podcast from the very beginning, Stacie and Art Fosler. They were at a Vintage Snowmobile Show recently. They got some footage for us, and we're going to look at it right now. I don't have audio on this, so we can talk over it. And if Stacie and Art are viewing, I will ask them to refresh my memory. What is the name and location of this show that we're looking at? Because I'm having a senior moment. I do not remember. But let's take a look. There's some nice sleds here. And again, there's no audio, so if you want to comment, feel free.
Sure. Okay.
And they live in Syracuse, New York, in that area. So I presume it's in that general area is of where the show was.
I think that blue thing is an auto ski racer.
Yes, that hood on the ground?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you're right.
Great shape for an SRX.
Yeah. Beautiful. Those little narrow track one ski things that are kind of like a motorcycle. Those look like a trip to the emergency room to me.
Yes. Yeah, if you stick a leg out to try to stop or steer, you're going to probably break your leg.
Some nice wedge bodies there.
Yes.
That's what I like the Polaris is.
Yes, Polaris is very well represented here.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing some rups in the back there, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Pretty neat.
Yes, and we thank Stacie and Art Fosler so much for sharing this footage with us. They go to a lot of shows, and they're always very kind about taking footage for us all to enjoy. And that's one of the things I like that this podcast is becoming, is a place where this vintage snowmobile community can look at footage of people from across the snow belt who are going to these shows. It's a place you can go, and hopefully you're going to see some of that. And people are sending me more and more footage from shows, and I'm hoping for that to continue. We've got some comments here. Oh, okay, here we go. Our good friend Ben from the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page saying, I believe that's from the Oak Hill Durham show in Ravenna, New York. That's in the Poughkeepsie, Kingston, New York area, which is in the vicinity of where Art lives. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Also, our good friend Morris Bailing, who was on maybe a month or so ago, says, Menominee, Wisconsin coming clear. Just to let you know, we have sold all 22 Polaris Starfire sleds since we did the podcast with us. And I think the podcast they did with us was last spring. But that is wonderful news, Morris. I'm glad you were able to sell those. And those are some incredible Polarises that we looked at last season. So we thank you for that. Well, cool. Let me pull this away. And again, we thank all of our viewers for sharing footage from us as you go to Vintage Snowmobile shows. It's a wonderful, I just love the idea that we can be the place where people go to look at that. If you're going to Vintage Snowmobile shows and taking footage, please hold your camera horizontal like this for a wide shot. It's very difficult to work with vertical footage, and I thank you in advance for that. Let's switch screens here, and what have we got next? We've got, okay, this is Midnatt Rider. He shared some video clips with us as well. I think this was just from this past weekend. This is the Motorheads of America show in Detroit Lakes, Michigan or Minnesota? Let me see.
Minnesota.
Yeah, and that was I think just past weekend. So let's take a look at that. And again, there's no audio on this, so if we want to talk over it, we can.
My, yeah.
I like the retro styling on that cat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
This must be the race department.
Yes. Is that a dragon, a Polaris dragon? Nice, Rob. See the Amsoil sticker?
Yep.
Uh,
You get one free in every box.
nice.
That's a nice
Interesting graphic on
That's
that.
a mural.
Yeah.
Is that a panhandler? Is that what that says on the hood? I think so. I think that's a J.C. Penney job.
Which one was it?
That little mini sled, the orange one. I think it was a J.C. Penney manhandler.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Was it made by Alouette for them?
I think, yeah. It was an Alouette.
Got an Alouette look to it, for sure.
We got over there. Ooh, neat.
And then a little later in the podcast, he's going to take us down that other row. You see that row on the other side there.
Okay.
Let me see if he's going to take us for a tour of that row too. But before I pull this away, any comments? Any more comments on what we've been looking at here?
Some rare machines I've never seen before.
And some pretty wild race machines. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And since we have this kitty cat right here in the foreground, that's a perfect transition for the modern kitty cat we're going to take a look at right now. Let me cue that up. And I think you'll be impressed with the cathartic nature of this. If you're a cat fan from the 70s, I think you'll find this to be just as cathartic as the other one was. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Doug, Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, here today to talk about the new Kitty Cat, the final edition. In here we have a 120cc Yamaha engine. It has hand warmers. It has a headlight. It is pull start only, no electric start, but it does have the retro graphics to the original Kitty Cat.
And the flag for safety.
And the flag for safety.
Cool deal. But yes, please continue.
Front shocks and rear shocks are both adjustable for spring preload. So as the little guys and girls get a little bigger, they can get stiffer as they go. They do run just a hard weld runner underneath the skis, so they last longer. Keep those skis up to snuff. Turning on the snow. We run a centrifugal clutch to a chain, as we always have, with a cabled drum band brake.
Nice. Okay to lift the hood on that?
Absolutely, we can. We do have a jetting chart listed in the front in case we need to change jets depending on weather and conditions.
And is there a governor on this? Is that what this is
There
right
is
here?
a governor.
Is that what that is?
is? It can be bypassed to allow for some more RPM and speed as the kids get bigger and a little faster.
Or if they decide to get into youth racing?
Yep.
Very nice.
Being a 4-stroke engine, we don't need to pre-mix the gas. It is just straight 87 octane
Pump gas.
pump gas.
Yeah, wonderful. No more premix.
No premix.
And you mentioned this is the last version of this.
Correct.
Does that mean the last year or the last
It
version?
is the last year and
And last,
iteration of
last
the
everything.
120s. They
Wow.
will not make a 120 past this year.
Sure. And will they keep the 200s?
They will.
All right. Shall we wander over and look at that other 200 real
We
quick?
certainly can.
Sure. So this is the future of the youth sleds for AutoCAD.
Yes, it is. So on the 200, you do get a bigger engine. You do get electric start now. Hand warmers are also standard. You also have a throttle safety switch. So because these are a little bit faster and trail legal, if the throttle were to ever stick when the child lets off, it will shut the engine down and come to a stop all on its own.
Nice.
Both models do come equipped with a tether as well. So if for some reason they fall off, the engine's also going to shut off.
Nice. Some good safety features.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Being trail legal, this also has a hydraulic brake with a parking brake, a high and low beam, and a brake light.
Yeah. And the 120 is not trail legal, is that correct?
That is correct. So underneath here, we do have a full CV carburetor, allowing for some more RPM. Electric start, so we do have the battery over here. We have full CVT clutching as well, with a belt drive drop case. This machine can do up to 35 miles an hour with the ground belt on it.
Really?
That was
Yeah.
my next question.
Outstanding.
Suspension is also adjustable, so all of the springs can be adjusted to rider weight. And they do offer aftermarket tracks and stud kits, as well as heavy-duty springs for when the kids get really bigger.
Is this a 1-inch paddle here?
That is a 3/4 inch paddle.
3/4 inch, yeah. Nice. And the full start's easily accessible?
Correct. That battery is only there for electric start and is not needed to run. So if the battery does die, you can just pull start.
Yeah, nice.
Same thing, it's 4-stroke engine, so no premix, and it is 87 octane as well.
Yeah, perfect. Cool deal. Yeah, so again, thank you so much to our friends at Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, Hardwick, Vermont, for giving us the tour of these sleds. We really, really appreciate that. And I was very impressed. What are you guys thinking?
Really neat. The 120, I mean, the graphics once again, and you know, it's such a throwback to childhood. Every kid wanted a kitty cat, you know.
Yeah.
Except me, I was weird. I wanted a Snow Prince Junior, but yeah, kitty cats. Man, I mean, it's been an icon throughout the history of the sport. You know, every snowmobiling family that had a small child wanted one of those things. I mean, absolutely. And I think it's neat that this larger model is coming out. I mean, to me, it almost seems like what was that single cylinder Yamaha in the late 70s? Was that an Enticer?
Bravo, maybe,
or something, something along those lines. It's a nice entry. I mean, a small woman might want that as an entry level sled. I'm wondering,
Yes.
Top speed of 35 and trail legal. Why not?
Less intimidating than a full size sled.
Yeah, it's a nice starter sled for a smaller person.
Yes. What do you think, Rob?
I had a kitty cat for my daughter when she was young.
Yeah.
I got sick and tired of pulling that thing out of the snowbanks all the time. It got stuck everywhere. Those new ones now, they would climb that snowbank no problem. Yeah, it's quite impressive, the new ones. And when they say the other one's street legal, trail legal, well, in Canada, you got to be 16 to drive on the trail, unless you took the training course through the Snowmobile Club.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But they did a great job in designing that, and it's a perfect in between the kitty cat and the large machine for kids to get back in the sport. That's the problem with our sports. The kids aren't into it now.
It's true. And I'm hoping that if people make enough noise, they might come out with a retro kitty cat graphics package for this 200. I don't think, if there were demand for it, I don't think it would be hard for them to put something like that together.
No.
Yes. Well, cool. So one more time, thank you so much to our good friends over at Buffalo Mountain Power Sports in Hardwick, Vermont. These guys were awesome. So if you're in that area or going through that area, please stop by, give them a visit, give them a call. These guys were excellent. They really were very welcoming to me and did a great job of showing me the sleds, and just can't say enough positive about them. Really appreciate their time, taking time out of their busy schedule to let me film these sleds. Let me switch screens here. We've got some comments that have come in. Just need to find my place. Okay, here we go. There was a question of the top speed of the Kitty Cat, and the specifications show 8 miles per hour for the 120 Kitty Cat. Yeah. Oh, and then Mike Whiteside was answering your question, Mike, about the Enticer. He says it's the Enticer 250 that you might have been referring to.
I think so.
And then Midnatt Rider says, I heard the 2026 was the final year of the 120 Kitty Cat. He asked the manager at Articat this summer about the final 2026 Retro Kitty Cat. He told me it's going to all depend on how they sell and how much interest is shown as far as what they're going to do for 2027. Well, cool. Oh, and here we go. Brian Van Haverbeek, a huge enthusiast of the kitty cats. He says, go cat, go. They are beautiful. Well, good. I was sure you were going to like that. And here we go. What a Christmas present for the little tykes. Yes. And okay, we did that one already. What's the top speed? And then going back to the footage from Midnatt Rider, Ben from Vintage Snowmobile, Vintage Mini Bike Lovers, says, nice footage from Midnatt Rider. I agree on a nice mix of sleds at that show. Mike Whiteside echoes the same, saying, loving the videos from these Vintage Snowmobile shows. And as I mentioned before, I love that this podcast is becoming the place where people can look, pardon me, for footage from Vintage Snowmobile shows. So that's my hint to you as the viewers to please, if you're going out to these Vintage Snowmobile shows and events, please gather some footage for me. It's really, you don't have to talk or anything. I can put music under it, or we can do like we're doing tonight, just have a silence and we can talk over it. But please, if you take footage, please hold your camera horizontal like this for a wide shot. It's very difficult to work with vertical footage, and I thank you in advance for that. So let's continue the party here, such as it is. Next up, we've got some footage from Stacie and Art Fosler from that same show we were talking about a few minutes ago. Let's take a look. Speaking of kitty cats. And was that a tri-sport? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that looks like a Rupp tri thing. Sport, I think they called. Yeah. Nice Rupp collection.
Yes. Nice black dot. Oh, and more Rupps.
Wow, a lot of Rupps.
Yeah. It's nice to see.
Rupp did have a lot of nice design machines back in those days.
They did. They always had a sharp looking machine.
Is that a Speedway, that hood on the ground?
It is.
and maybe a Yamaha next to it.
Yeah.
So like a 433 or something. There's a Colt. Yeah, thank you so much to Stacie and Art Fosler for that footage. We really, really appreciate that. And Stacie and Art Fosler have been viewers from the very beginning, and we really appreciate that. Also, I had a chance to meet with them. Let me see if I can find the image. Yes, last fall, they were passing through, and we all got together for a nice lunch with them and some friends that we're traveling with, and we just had the best time. We had a wonderful meal and a wonderful visit. Just really nice to meet them. Just really nice people. So, yeah. So let me pull this away, and we've got one more to look at. Okay, let me find my place. And okay, here's one last clip from Midnatt Rider. This is more from the Motorheads of America show in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Or was it Michigan? I don't remember.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, but let's take a look. And this is, we were looking at one side of the row of sleds. Now we're going to look at the opposite side. Okay, if I get footage of the sleds?
Yeah.
Cool. I think I met you earlier. How you doing?
Yeah.
Good. Wait, I'm playing the wrong video clip here. I apologize. Okay.
Yeah, because that's your voice, Mike.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Let's click the right one here. And all right. My apologies. There we go.
A couple of brutes. Those are cool.
Nice
First
here.
liquid cooled snowmobile production.
Were all three of those snow globes?
Nice stuff.
Yes.
Good.
So
Good show.
Thank you so much to Midnatt Rider for that footage. We appreciate that. And yeah, go ahead. Reactions?
Those three in a row snow globes, were they all three snow globes?
That was in the beginning, right?
Well, nope, down a little further. There was a yellow one afterwards. Or there's the first one.
Oh, yes, that Larson?
That it might be a Ward's Riverside, which was made by Polaris. That
yellow one?
That might be a Larson.
Yeah,
with the one eye headlight?
Right.
But the Larson, I think, might have been made by Polaris. I'm not sure, though.
Parts of them were. Yeah, like the chassis was Polaris. The hood was Larson.
And I only know that because Ed Stab has one, and he brings it to the crane show every year in Lancaster, New Hampshire.
Okay.
If not for that, I wouldn't even know what that was. Some nice wedges here. Ski-Doo. Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. We're at the top of the hour, but I've got one more video clip. How do you guys feel about looking at one more clip?
Go for it.
Cool. All right. Let me look at comments real quick. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Mike Whiteside says, I would love to have a Kawasaki. Yes. Cool deal. So this video clip is from 2018 snowmobile races in Lisbon, New Hampshire. One of the things I really enjoy doing is going around and just doing interviews with people. This wasn't live, but I just had the camera rolling and just whatever happened, and the camera was rolling. And I managed to catch a few good interviews. This is my favorite thing to do at events like this. So let's take a look. Right here. That was the clip that we rolled here earlier. I was in the paddock area, by the way. I was not by the track.
Okay, if I get footage of the sleds?
Yeah.
Cool. I think I met you earlier. How you doing?
Yeah. Good.
Good. What's this, a Citation?
Yeah.
Nice. With like an MXZ seat? Yeah. Nice. I like it. That's probably a lot more comfortable with that seat, isn't it? Do you feel like talking it up? Do you feel like talking it up on the camera?
I don't think it will.
No, but I mean, do you want to talk about it on camera?
Well, it's my sled.
Just, you know, like my name is, and this is my Citation.
Yeah, Jim Benham, I built this. You can see everything's for lightness. I got it down.
Sure. What year is the Citation?
79, but it's got an 84 suspension track on it. A lot of fun.
Nice.
I'm not running it today. I'm running the 440 today.
Now, what's this sled here? Is that a Polaris?
Polaris 440, and I'm running that in the senior class.
Really? Nice.
I run this one with 340. They said, no, you can run 440 fan.
Really?
So I swapped my skis out and I run that one. I hit plastic skis on that. They wouldn't let me run the plastic.
Has to be steel, huh? Leaf spring only?
Basically stock leaf spring.
Sure. Let me go around and
Put
check.
leaf springs on them. I made them. They're big.
Oh, you did?
All I did is put bottoms on them.
Wow, plastic skis with leaf springs. That's cool.
Yeah, they work good on that.
Nice. Now, what's this, a Cutlass? A Cutlass? What is that?
SS.
SS, okay. Nice. So this is the one you're racing today?
Yeah, I pulled a second the first race right behind this guy.
Nice. Sweet. That was one of the first races, right? I think I saw it.
13. He might have been in it.
Okay.
To make the field. Let's get it going.
Nice.
Come on.
Well, thank you.
This is the senior class, 15 over.
Senior class, yeah? Cool. Well, nice meeting you. I appreciate it. Is this yours? No. No? Cool. Nice slides.
Thank you.
I do a video magazine about vintage snowmobiles.
Okay.
Any chance you want to talk these up for the video magazine? I'm also on Facebook to talk up the sleds. Just, you know, like my name is, and these are my cats. And
Oh, yeah, sure.
cool. Let me get focused here. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
What do you want me to say? Any special things you're...
Any of the specs about it, how you've done racing, because this took a race earlier today, right?
Yeah, I'm running 3 classes.
Sweet. Yeah, just, you know, like, tell how you did and how you're doing and what your plans are. Just whatever comes to mind. Like, let's say I'm a friend that came over and you just want to tell me what you're into with these. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Let me just focus. There we go. We're focused. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Go for it.
Yep.
How's it going? I'm Jared Ainsworth, racing my Arctic Cat Panther 340 here today. It's my dad's Arctic Cat Panther 440, same thing. I'm running 3 classes. I'm running 340 free air, 340 fan cooled, and I'm also racing the 340 in the 440 class. Just something to do, fun, run a couple classes. I travel a lot for work, so this is probably my last race of the year. I don't get to race much. Dad's running the 15 over class. He's killing it today with that. Struggling a little bit on the straightaways. The deep snow's bogging it down pretty hard, but I think I'll ride a little harder and make a few adjustments. Features will be pretty good. Probably going to end up with a couple podiums. See
Good.
what happens. Should be a good time.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Nice. Did a couple of good
Is that what
shots.
you're looking for?
Exactly what I was looking for.
Perfect.
Yeah, be sure and look for me on Facebook.
I will.
Oh, and I got something for you here. Free DVD for you.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Cool, thank you. Are these yours?
No, this is a big guy over there.
Okay. Which is like a 69 or 70? Yeah. Nice. That's a nice shape, isn't it? It's a nice example.
Yep. There's
other one right over there has only got 86 original miles on it.
The Capri or the Snowjet?
Motor ski.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bought that last week in that plant.
Wow.
81 miles.
I recognize that. I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times at the races in Lisbon, New Hampshire, 2018. Reactions to that?
My dad had one of those motor skis, an 18 and a 28 horse, and I don't know how they'd brace it because they didn't turn. My dad put skate plates underneath the front ski just to make the things turn.
Wow.
Fun machines were out in the field, right there. Yep. We could fit 3 people on one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, out in the field we go.
I found it interesting that some of the models that they're racing now weren't exactly racers when they came out, like the Polaris Cutlass and the Skidoo Citation.
Sure.
But it just goes to show. And now, to race a Leafer, those are both pretty later model Leafers, and probably light and made, on aluminum tunnels and stuff. So why not? I mean, put a big mill in it and let her rip.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and it was cool to see he had those plastic skis with the leaf springs on it.
That was interesting.
You do what you got to do,
Right.
Everybody's got to change the rules a little bit.
Yes, right there. Right there.
Works.
Yeah. The rule says leaf springs. It didn't say what kind of skis.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, and I have to say, watching it, it's a little cringy for me because my video skills and my interview skills have come quite a way since 2018, and this is like evidence of that. There's a few moments there that are pretty cringy, but it's good times, no matter how you slice it. But well, cool. So we've come to that time of the night where it's time to wind her down. But final comments. Did you have any final comments, Mike?
Just again, thanks for having me on the show, and it's always fun to be on and talk with you guys and watch some videos and talk about the magazine a little bit or whatever. So thanks.
Sure thing. Yeah, thanks for coming on. Go ahead, Rob.
Great show, Mike. A nice selection of different things we got to see, and I really thought we were going to see you riding that EXT.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
I thought, well, you said there's snow there, so I thought that the last video would have been Mike going through the parking lot.
Sure. Yeah, maybe sometime if they have it outside the showroom. I didn't dare ask them to take it outside the showroom and get it all dirty. But I'm going to pop it one more time on the screen here since they were so kind to have me over there to look at that sled. Yeah, our good friends over at Buffalo Mountain Power Sports, Hardwick, Vermont. These guys are great. If you're in the area and you're looking for a cat, these are the guys. They're going to help you, and you're really going to be happy. I was very impressed with them. And
if anybody's at the Mackinac Bridge this weekend, do a video for us and take a rough count how many there is.
Absolutely, yes. And if you do video, please hold the camera horizontal like this for a wide shot. It's hard to work with vertical footage. But yeah, anyone going to that Mackinac event for that bridge, yeah, we would love to see some images and video of that. Thank you, Rob, for reminding us of that. And yeah, I guess that's it. As always, the last word goes to Amsoil. Oh, one last thing. We're doing a podcast next week, the 18th. And then the next 2 weeks are going to be the week of Christmas and New Year's. We'll be doing replays those weeks and coming back in January with we got a whole bunch of cool stuff I'm thinking about for the new year. So looking forward to that. Oh, a couple quick comments. Glenn Ford says, great show. Appreciate that. I met him over in Old Forge a few years ago. Joe Zienert says, another great show. We thank you for that. Thank you for all the comments, compliments, everyone. And as always, last word goes to Amsoil. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero.
Wow.
If you ever try petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil's an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click add to cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click view cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click checkout now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL preferred customer program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods. We have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSO's a fun business. AMSO's been around since 1968. You know, it was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.